that. But I want to begin to come to a close, if I could. And that's it. What's my programme? It's fine to have a programme, and you can get your 3%, 5%, or whatever else, and it's the best left vote since the left vote a few years ago in statistics and damn lies. I tell you what I am so pleased about. Having travelled 3,500 miles in November and December is the welcome we get. The support it's growing as we're getting closer to the finish line. Derek Simpson's not spending £500,000 of members' money because he's confident and cock-a-hoop. He's running scared. And he's got every right to. I tell you what our platform was: the repeal of all anti-union laws, public ownership, opposed privatisation, against nuclear power, green energies, wind, solar, sea, public works programmes. You can do it yourself. You've done it, haven't you? Read the back of decent socialist papers and you'll see what our programme was. And it's cutting with the grain, because this is an amazing period we're in. It's a moment. It's a moment in time. There's no question about it. My dad used to tell me, he's no longer with us unfortunately, he used to dream about the days we nationalised the banks. And we have. We haven't gone far enough. It will be, water, electric, gas. Let's have a little bit more public ownership. But our arguments have never cut so sharp, so keen. And the one example, the only example I got time for, is in the Royal Bank of Scotland head office this week, talking to their branch, because I was invited in Aldgate High Street, right in the basement, the art of the beast. Goodness knows what the salary was of those workers. They weren't counter staff around me. And I'm claiming that I want an average wage, by the way, but not of that setting. And they were discussing the leaflet they were going to put out. They heard me, and I got a round of applause in a room collection. That was fantastic. And they were discussing a leaflet, a communication to their members in the Royal Bank of Scotland head office. And it was, why should we pay for the boss's mistakes? Bloody great. It was great stuff. I mean, if you took Royal Bank of Scotland off the top, you could have put any heading on it. You could have put Socialist Party or Respect and so on. But it was stopped being put out. That's the discussion. The union officials said we're in sensitive negotiations. You can't put that out. But it was an amazing discussion in a whole different layer of workers that we've not touched in the past. So I think all things are up for grabs. But quite obviously, it does hang in the balance, doesn't it? Is Lindsey Oil Refinery going to be an isolated victory? Are we going to push on like we should, like we have to? Are we going to bring around back the repeal of the anti-union laws and dump the European anti-worker laws? And I will finish now in 30 seconds, Chair. Well, I think we can. I think we absolutely can. We've had a little glimpse of what's possible last week, and I know this. It ain't going to stop there, because you've already told me where the next demonstration is. And if my leg gets better, I got kicked by the police on one of these construction demonstrations. It's the electoral alternative, by the way, to kissing babies. But I now know why they kiss babies, because the worst that happens is you get chapped lips. But what I think is possible is this. Even in my short life, I've seen some fantastic things. Some fabulous things. I've seen the end of apartheid. I've seen the Berlin Wall come down. I've seen the poll tax dumped. I've seen Thatcher leave Downing Street with a tear in her eye. Fantastic things I've seen. So I think all things are possible. I took part in a million-person demonstration against the war in Iraq. I've seen the nationalisation of banks, yet we're not really in charge of them just yet. So the repeal of anti-union laws, I mean, that's a doddle, really, compared with that lot. I said to my friend, he's out, I'm so pleased he's here, we were leafleting Dagenham factory yesterday afternoon. And we were coming back on the tube. He was good enough to carry me back. Not like the General Secretary bag carriers, by the way, because I broke my leg. I've got to say that. It was full of leaflets that I hope you take away. I said to him, we need a revolution. And he said, we need more than one. And I thought, my demands, they're just not radical enough. They're just not radical enough.